Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining the Watertown Municipal Band for the second concert of the 2024 season. You are in for a treat tonight. Not only will you be hearing from the Watertown Band, but we have guests among us and are looking forward to hearing the Lebanon Band perform later this evening as well. Get ready to poke them. I'll lean over here. I'm a little taller than you. For the first half of the concert, we'll be taking you on a musical world tour. Starting in the U.S., we will travel across the sea, stopping in Japan, Ireland, and Spain. To begin, rise as you're able and remove your hats to join in singing our national anthem.
Welcome again. We are thrilled to be here in this beautiful space, sharing our music with you and with the Lebanon Band. I am Teresa Yankee A. Streicher, Director of the Watertown Municipal Band. And as promised, we have a small musical world tour planned for you tonight, opening with Sousa's Hands Across the Sea March. On the front cover of the sheet music was written a quote from a play, and it said, "A sudden thought strikes me. Let us swear an eternal friendship." This line may have been Sousa's motivation for writing the march, which debuted in April of 1899. The World's Fair in Paris was scheduled for the following year, and Sousa may have had an inkling that his band may be invited. Either way, this friendly and upbeat march gets our tour moving. Here's Sousa's Hands Across the Sea March. first international stop is Japan. Yagi Bushi is a traditional Japanese dance and folk song from the Gunma Prefecture and has been arranged for band by Nagiro Iwai, a member of the Tokyo Kosai Wind Orchestra. The traditional dance consists of dancers with broad hats called kasa, going in a counterclockwise circle around the mikoshi, which is a portable Shinto shrine. The dance is very energetic and ends with everyone throwing their hats in the air. This Western look at a Japanese melody has stark rhythmic treatments, includes a lyrical melody as a beautiful contrast to the ensemble's rhythmic punches. of Ireland. It includes 3 popular Irish folk tunes. First, The Wearing of the Green, a tune dating back to 1798, even older, is considered by some to be the real national anthem of Ireland. Second, Cockles and Mussels describes the selling of fresh fish, cockles, and mussels from 3-wheeled carts in many cities throughout Ireland. And finally, The Minstrel Boy, which was written by Thomas Moore, is considered a battle song. Here is a glimpse of the music of the Emerald Isle. Our third stop is Spain. Amparito Roca was composed in 1925 by Spanish musician and composer Jaime Teixeira, who actually named the piece after one of his piano students, a 12-year-old Amparito Roca. It is a paso doble and is one of the better known pieces of Spanish music around the world. It is even considered to be the granddaddy of all Spanish marches. Here's Amparito Roll. Our final selection this evening, before we hand the stage over to our guests, is titled River of Life by Stephen Reineke. This piece features soaring melodies, unique harmonies, and exciting rhythms. It brings our world tour together. Following this piece, we will take a short break and reset the stage for our guests. Thank you again for being here tonight. Our next performance will be on the 4th of July, marching in the Independence Day Parade. And our next concert in the park is Thursday, July 11th.
We are the Lebanon Band and normally play our concerts out at the Lebanon Fireman's Park. We're excited to be with you tonight to share the stage with the Watertown Municipal Band. Thank you to both band boards for continuing this joint venture for a second year. We are under the direction of Mr. Dave Fensky. Cheering section here. Wow. I'm Kathy Fortledge and will be your MC for our half of the program. Our band is known for playing marches, polkas, waltzes, and patriotic songs. We are starting off our portion of the concert with a medley of American folk songs, including Yankee Doodle, When Johnny Comes Marching Home, and Shenandoah. Enjoy this Americana medley in the song American Flourish by Robert W. Smith. just beautiful. We're going to change up the rhythms a bit with a rag, otherwise known as ragtime. Ragtime is a uniquely American musical phenomenon that emerged in the late 1890s and early 1900s. Composed primarily for piano, ragtime music featured highly syncopated melodies above a rhythmically steady bass line. In contrast to the swing style of jazz, the eighth note patterns in ragtime are played in a straight style. As you enjoy More Street Rag by Steve Hodges, listen for the melodies and counter melodies floating through the band. You've heard of biology, the study of living organisms, archaeology, the study of human activity through the recovery and analysis of material culture, zoology, the study of animals, and entomology, the study of insects. But what about bandology? Would it be the study of bands or the study of musicians? I wonder what the scientists would say. Anyway, as far as I can tell, there isn't a study called bandology, but we have a march called Bandology by Eric Osterling. Enjoy Bandology. As Teresa mentioned earlier, it's polka time. The Lebanon Band is known for marches, polkas, and waltzes. Tonight we're playing Just Another Polka, which is not just another polka. According to the lyrics, this is not the Philharmonic playing Romeo and Juliet. It's just another polka like any other polka. But somehow the music has its charms. This is just another polka, but holy shamoka. Oh, what a guy in my arms. Or gal, depending on who's singing it. Sing along or dance to Just Another Polka by Frank Lesser and Milton DeLue. over to Germany. This kind of fits with the Watertown concert. We're traveling just a little bit to Germany, to Bavaria, to be exact, a place where some of our Watertown and Lebanon ancestors came from. Imagine yourself at Oktoberfest or Germanfest with a pretzel in one hand and a beer in the other. And you might be listening to this piece, Bavarian Trails March by Joseph Campello. Wasn't that a good toe tapper? Up next is the famous Thunderer March by John Philip Sousa. John Philip Sousa was born in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. on November 6, 1854. Sousa ranks among the most famous American composers and conductors, achieving immortality as the March King, composing more great marches, perhaps, than any other composer in the history of music. Here is one of the most famous of Sousa's marches, the Thunderer. Hopefully, it doesn't bring more. I'm not going to say it. special thanks to Teresa Yankee A. Stryker and the Watertown Municipal Band for sharing the stage with us tonight. It was a fun night, if a tad bit warm up here. There's no air. Hope you stay cool out there. We hope you enjoyed it. And you can follow us on Facebook, Lebanon Band, or on the Friends of Lebanon page, or watch in the Daily Times for updates. Our next Lebanon Park concerts are July 10th and August 7th, both at 7:30 p.m. out at Lebanon Fireman's Park. On Sunday, July 28th, we will be playing for the Lebanon Fireman's Picnic with a church service and our concert. We will also be marching in the 4th of July parade, so busy times ahead. We're going to close out the concert with our traditional Lebanon Band ending, the patriotic God Bless America by Irving Berlin. Please join us in singing the second verse. We will then conclude with a final number, our traditional March Jubiloso. Thank you for coming, and thank you again to the Watertown Municipal Band and Teresa Yankee A. Stryker for letting us come here and play in Watertown.